Glad to have you with us from Tampa. Raymond James Stadium as a couple of teams get set to square off in the Union Home Mortgage Gasparilla Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Pittsburgh's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And this is a matchup that we've been talking about coming into this. High-powered offense squaring off against a defense that is more than capable of shutting them down. This one's going to be fun, David.
And this defense has been able to do that. Like every offense they face, they play great. They take away what you do best. Obviously, Palmer, on that other side, this is a high-powered offense. They're really, really good. How does this matchup unfold?
You're right, David. And I think as the season's gone on, this is a matchup that we've circled on our calendar, knowing that these two teams were going to square off and face each other. So many guys on the field today are going to play in the national. I think there's a lot of experience on both sides of the ball. This one's going to be fun to watch.
Yeah, right back to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Scott. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And the Panthers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He'll do it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on fourth down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. The Bulldogs offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock and they're hard workers.
Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's White. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Bulldogs come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to power their way ahead. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
Yeah, nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard. They picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle, physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
The run from the shotgun. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.
And they just kind of sneak that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on third down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Bulldogs have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Oh, he's got some space. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they capped it off with that thrilling 46-yard run to pay dirt. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Wants to go up top on first down. Fired into the right, complete. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground pick up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Just gets rid of it before the heat. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on 4th.
Kick is in the air. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Georgia.
They'll try the run. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. The short hands, it's Thomas. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. First play of the period, first down here. Wants to throw on first down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time.
There he goes. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
How many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia!
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So a drive there of 82 yards. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
He's got it down the left. Pitt pushing the pace.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Pitt! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. The receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
The option look. Down the toss. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown. He's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
How bold will they be on third down after that last run? Off play action. And the missed connection on third down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Pulled and finds his man on the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Good timing on the quick out. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. Pitt will line up to punt it away. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They'll get this drive started from the 29. They'll start this drive going to the air. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna take a shot. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Georgia sent out the punt team.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Oh, and he drops it on the crossing route on first down. He knew that defense was bearing down on him. It'll be second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Makes Makes the grab down the middle. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. It's complete on the right side. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on first down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Panthers can really attack on this second and short. Card in the backfield. It's Scott. Turning it on. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Pittsburgh trying to put a touchdown on the board in this red zone trip. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows?
Going for it all. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. So now on fourth down, they'll try to salvage at 3 and just get points before halftime. He splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Just enough time for one final play in this half. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Pringle. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. Pitt will kick off, ready to get things started here in the third quarter. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And they got it done in the first half, but the job now, follow up, close the deal, and bring home a bowl victory.
Finish. You hear teams say it all the time, and that applies to them right now, David, here in the second half. It's a lot of really good things in that first half. Needs some more big plays here to get this double.
And you've seen it with bowl games. Big swings, man. When the rust comes off after that first half and people get in the rhythm, you've seen big comebacks. So I know they're winning, but keep the foot on the gas. This first possession is crucial.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Right back to the well. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And I'll tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just dot you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the first down, and really starting to play physical.
To the air on second down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Quarterbacks work so hard on those mechanics, but sometimes things start moving fast and they get away from it.
It does, and when you get on that back foot, a lot of times that ball's going to drift, and you're not coming through the target, so you're not putting enough mustard on it to get it to finish through your target and the ball to get there in a hurry. So all those mechanics are things you work on, but you're right. When you put a defense in front of you, it kind of changes that thing a little bit.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They'll run the RPO and throw right. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Pitt right back to the line.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding the football?
Now they'll run it to the right here. On the sweet spin, and he's free. Racing to the right. At the 30. He's at the touchdown, Panthers. They take the lead with the 6. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. Blasted as he lets it go.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
The give on the inside. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
To the ground. He's got it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
On the ground, it's Pringle. Breaks into the open. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw for it. And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
They'll stop him short. Just what they needed as they get the ball back for their offense.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Yeah, I don't know what the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll give it to the back. Shakes off the defender. They've got it inside the 40 and the 39 as they pick up the first down. Pitt pushing the pace.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Close one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right and then make a big play for this defense.
That last completion still leaving them with a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Jones. Offense has gained momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. They want that clock to run. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. They'll try to get it in with the run. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. He's looking to throw. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Into the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up 3rd down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! Fit it in the window for the score.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive throws.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Offense gets set for second down. Might be changing the route. Second down, he'll throw it. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
I think at this time, you just have to throw caution to the wind. You're down by a lot. You're deep in your own end late, so you're just going to be throwing it. The defense knows it. They're pinning their ears back. You're going to have to get rid of it early. Someone is going to have to step up and make a play, and that's good.
Kearney on the Jets. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Dogs!
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. All right, this game just got tighter, and you just don't want to make a mistake here, David.
Especially in the fourth quarter. Remember, you're still leading this ball game. You're still going to execute the same way, Palmer. Don't get frantic.
Don't get frantic, but I would like to see them stay aggressive, too. You put a touchdown up on the board here, and this goes back to being a two-possession game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
It'll be third and long. Quick release by the QB. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Oh, and he missed it. No good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
I love the play called running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. This is what you do in the backyard. You never do it in the middle of the game. It's always final drive, clock winding, got to have a score. Offense now 1 possession. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Here comes the offense on second down. Gonna run it. It's Pringle. Creates a little space. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Softened him up with the run. Now to throw. On the run, still looking. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
Both at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. From the gun, wants to pass. That's reeled in. It's Thomas. He's stopped right there, short of the first down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead. Got to find a completion on this one. Lets it fly deep downfield. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. 3 consecutive L's, a hat trick of losses, and as a result, you can take their hat